Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 11 properties today, so probably the smallest list we've seen in a couple weeks. So, as always, we tell you the things that we think maybe aren't as noticeable in the listing, maybe just knowing the floor plans or just knowing some of the things going on, and giving you not just information but also interpretation. So let's get started. We've got a good one to start us off. It's a village townhouse. It is a Woodbine model, so it's 1,356 square feet. You've got 2-car parking in the driveway and a pretty impressive looking home. All the finishes that people ask us for, the upgraded countertops, the dark hardwood floors. That doesn't even look like a typical Mattamy shower, so I'm wondering if they even customized and ripped the old one out and put something new in. Either way, it looks good. I can't really see anything to do here unless you don't like the paint colors, but even the paint is like kind of a grayish. It's very stylish. I like it a lot. It's towards the upper end of what these usually sell for, but I think deservedly so. So Hampshire Way is a smaller townhouse. It's only got one bathroom upstairs. On the main floor you have one room, but the problem is you kind of walk through the middle of the house, so you don't really get... you have to put the TV on one side, couch on the other. If the layout's a little bit different, you can go down the one side. I think it's preferred if you can do it. But here's the thing, this is pretty much starting point for a freehold house, and you've got a finished basement. It looks like it's well kept, so overall, I think they have a shot at this price. The worst photos of the day go to this one on Transom Crescent, which is a shame because it's actually a pretty nice house. I guess they maybe substituted a cabinet when people put the microwave in. Normally the way the builders do it is they don't give you enough clearance if you had to put a microwave in above the stove. So I guess they put a custom cabinet there. But countertops, they've spent money. I guess they put the pantry in afterwards. I guess you'd have to see it in person to tell, but terrible photos. This isn't a discount house, and I feel like the photos just aren't doing it justice. I know they spent some money in this one. So anyway, $539 for this model, 2,288 square feet as it's described in the description. I believe is the sum total of the upstairs plus the basement, if I remember this model correctly. It's on a 105-foot lot, which is a little bit deeper than the standard. Now, the only thing I could punch holes in on this one on Caverhill is the garage door color. It's easy to change. It's a Lindsay model. It's 1,800 square feet plus a finished basement. You're on a deeper and it looks like a wider lot, 50 feet across the back and 90 deep. That is pretty impressive grass if they've just took that picture this week. California shutters, hardwood floors, an upgraded kitchen. They've done a good job here. Really nice. So Caverhill is one of those streets that has pretty low turnover because it's nice, it's settled, the trees are grown, beautiful backyard. I have a feeling these guys are going to find themselves on the receiving end of a couple offers pretty quick. Philbrook is almost the same size as Caverhill. I think it's 22 square feet larger. It's newer, it has nice finishes, it also has a finished basement, but it doesn't have the lot. So that's your trade-off, is that you're on a slightly busier street in a newer area. They're both nice homes, and even this one compared to what else is sold recently, I think they're going to do well. There was a home on Philbrook a few doors down, around the same size as this without the finished basement, and they were up in the 560s in the last 2 months or so. So both are good. My personal pick is Caverhill because you can always do finishes inside. You can't make a bigger lot. Litvak Trail is $869. It's a Mattamy Hazelwood, and we haven't seen many of these recently, but I really like this floor plan. This is the brochure here. What I like about it is upstairs, but even the main floor is nice. I like when things aren't just sort of angular and linear, when there's a little bit of something different. So this little round study is a very kind of neat room. The dining room, even to have a coffered ceiling here, but to have the angles on the coffered is nice. It's a pretty open concept floor plan. And you've got a long driveway too, so if your kids like playing hockey, this can be really nice for them versus the traditional driveway. It's just you're lucky if you can fit 2 cars in it. Upstairs, here's the room I like, is you've got a balcony off of the games room. And the ceiling slopes. It's just a good looking room. Now there is an elevation. I don't know. I think if you read the listing it says a games room, but there's another version of this one where they've blown out the wall here and you have this is your master retreat, and then you have a master bedroom here with the walkout to the balcony. That's my favorite layout. But either way, it looks like a home that I would certainly be interested in. Litvak is one of the best streets in this whole neighborhood. Now this is another neat one. So we've got the new Ambassador building, first floor, and we've got a large suite. It's about 1,000 square feet. So this could be a really good space for somebody who's downsizing, and because you get that green space right there. Some people don't like the first floor because they feel like it's a security risk. But we're in Milton. This is in a residential neighborhood. Like I don't know. To me, I just think that, our office has actually been broken into, so it's not like I've never experienced it before. But it's it's just one of those things where I think that having that and being able to put a couple plants out and see that from ground level is a nice thing. So I don't know. My experience is people who are downsizing tend to like the first floor. You're never waiting for an elevator, and sometimes you can make use of some of the grass that's right outside of your unit. There we have it, the list from Cinco de Mayo. So happy Cinco de Mayo, and tomorrow we actually didn't make a Star Wars reference, so May the 4th be with you. And what some Star Wars fans call today is Revenge of the 5th. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.